Hi, Geminis. Welcome to Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. Let's talk about the stages of change and the energies that you may be experiencing within the next 30 days going into the year of 2020. Now, this message is for Geminis. Anyone with Gemini in their chart, guided to my channel, and cross watchers as well. Keep in mind, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. This message intent is strictly for guidance. So, okay, Geminis, let's get into your energies. To begin, I'm going to start off with some guidance messages from the Eyes of the Soul Oracle deck. And our first message for guidance at this time, Gemini, is a message of guidance from the Earth Rapture. And the message is that you are cherished and that you are protected. So right now, Gemini, any changes that you're going through in your life, if it comes to work, if it comes to career, if it comes to love and relationships, if it comes to finances, know that you are cherished and know that you are protected, no matter what the circumstance or the situation is. It's important for you to find refuge in, this guidance of the Earth Rapture. The Earth Rapture is, that guidance from our angels, our spirit, the spirit of our ancestors, the spirit of the divine energy and the source from the universe. Know that going into 2020, Gemini, you are cherished. Know that you are protected and can't nothing stop you or any situation that's trying to deter you. It can't hurt you because you are cherished and you are protected. Know that, Gemini. So, referring to the book with the Earth Rapture, it states that it's important for you to feel the universal love that surrounds you and let it cancel out your fears. We are not alone in these trying times. And that guidance from our angels, that guidance from our soul and our spirit is what's going to guide us through these trying times at this point, Gemini. And it's important for you to know within yourself, it's important for you to know within your soul that you are cherished, that you are protected, and can't nothing stop you. The earth angel is in rapture and bliss as she gives birth to a new world bathed in golden light. Her wings protect the earth as it goes through this transformational process. The new paradigm is being shifted and formed. The indwelling qualities and latent abilities that have been sleeping in the human race are waking up and expanding rapidly. These skills and talents needs to come into focus now for the new golden age to be born. Other beings from far off civilizations are also here to assist us with developing the potential that will take us to the next level of our existence. During your meditative session, Gemini, with this spread, we had cards come out like the Seven of Cups, the Page of Cups. So, at this time, there's a lot of things that, you are passionate about. There are different options that you have when it comes to your career, also even when it may come to love. And it's important for you during this time, Gemini, to take a look at your options. Take a look at, the different fantasies that you may have. And it's time for you to set realistic goals. And it's time for you to go for the things that you do love, go through the things that make you happy. And, you don't have to take things so seriously, knowing that you are cherished, knowing that you are protected, where it's not going to cause any anxiety and allow you to get stuck, especially when you write down your goals, especially when you write down, obtainable goals, and you write down these different options that you have and see what is sustainable to you. And go for it, Gemini. Let me not, let me not leave that out. It's important for you to, at this time, start writing down that blueprint on your direction that you want to go in 2020, and use that energy of being cherished and use that energy of being protected to guide you with that strength and with that faith that can't nothing stop you, especially when you cherish yourself, and especially when you know that you are protected. And going into this, you protect yourself by setting these goals and setting your direction where you're not deterred. Our next card of guidance at this time, Gemini, is a card that speaks of love conquers death and to let peace prevail. So you may be, experiencing a loss, or you may have experienced a loss. This could be a loss in your family. This could be an end to a relationship. This could be an end to a job. And know that by loving yourself, that's going to conquer the death of this situation. Know that if this is someone that you lost, know that the love that you had for someone conquers that death. Love lives on, and love lives within you. It's important at this time to let peace prevail. Be at peace with the situation that ended. Know that with every ending, it's going to allow a new beginning. So find and seek refuge in that as well, Gemini. And know again that you are cherished during this time. Know that you are protected, and know that you are going to get through it. And it's important for you to let peace within yourself prevail, especially right now, Gemini, going into 2020 and within these next 30 days. And I don't just want to say these next 30 days, but always, that you are cherished, that you are protected. And it's important for you to find peace in that in order to move forward, knowing that if something does end, there is an opportunity for a new beginning, and that your love for yourself, your love for the situation will never die. So when it comes to love conquers death in this card of guidance, Gemini, it states that it's important to slay your demons and bury the sword. Unlock the vaults of your heart. Weary of conflict, the Templar Knight kneels over the vaults of Rosslyn Chapel. In the background, there is a light visible through the window. It is illuminating the stairway to the vaults and waiting for someone to enter. On his shield is the moss-covered heartstone in the river below in Roslyn Glen. The sky is twilight glow of sunset. This signifies the urgency that it is time to act before the night is engulfed in darkness. 2 keys of wisdom hang at his belt. The hero's journey is about cycles of death and rebirth. Denying the spiritual only leads to the illusionary life. The satisfaction of winning or gaining is transitory and usually leads to conflict. Bury the sword of external power and seek the hidden treasures within. If this is a situation with love, if this is a situation with work, if this is a situation, with families, a colleague, etc., it's important for you to not try to control the situation outwardly. It's important for you to let it go. And sometimes I hate that word, or that saying of letting it go. But you've come this far, you know, and it's not to continue to try to fight to seek victory over someone or over a situation. It's time to find peace within yourself and let peace prevail. It's time to connect to your higher self and, step over anything that's trying to hold you down and, step into that reality that you want for yourself. So, not hanging on to situations of the past, not trying to, prove something to someone else. It's about mostly finding that peace and proving to yourself, Gemini, you know, who you are, what you want. And, that's all it's about, is proving it to yourself. So when it comes to our spread and the stages of change, Gemini, our first card talks about what is over and done with. And we have the card of the Five of Wands. So what's over and done with at this time is anyone that causes you conflict. They cause you outer conflict if they, conflicted with themselves. If it causes you inner conflict. And understand, just like in these cards, this is a card of the Five of Wands. So this could be anyone that causes you conflict with your endeavors, your goals, and, the things that you're trying to achieve. This is over allowing anyone or getting involved with anyone with their outer conflict, because they're, don't have that direction within themselves. And it's important for you to know that allowing anyone to cause you inner or outer conflict, that's over with. And this is what you're stepping out of. And that is by refining that power that's in you to see, who causes you conflict, who causes you outer conflict, or who is, conflicting situations, or just trying to disturb your peace, basically, Gemini. And it's important for you to know that anything that causes you inner conflict or outer conflict, that season has passed at this time. And it's time to, you may be changing that. You might have walked away from a certain situation that caused you conflict outside of yourself and or inside of yourself. And it's important to know that you're done with anyone that, is causing that with you. And our next card talks about what is over and done with, but the effects are still lingering on. This is the card of the Ace of Cups. So you have a new beginning, a new passion, a new love for yourself at this time, Gemini, a new love for a new experience, a new beginning in doing the things that you love. And this is important to, with that new emotional awakening, it's important for you to carry this energy into the year of 2020. It's important for you to write down your goals, write down your endeavors, and set that blueprint and the steps that you're going to take towards it, and go with it lightheartedly. Go towards it, with that love, that you have for yourself, and take this new love, that, that new experience or expression of love towards your goals, towards what makes you happy. And where you're headed right now, Gemini, we have the card of the Knight of Wands. You're headed towards your goals at this time. You are not going to allow nothing to stop you. especially knowing that you are cherished and knowing that you are protected. And this is now the time for you not to fear. And it's now the time for you to know that no matter what ended, you know, there is going to be an ending to, that's the cycle of life, but there's going to be a new beginning. And you're charging off to your new beginning with the Knight of Swords, Gemini. You see him with this armor, you are protected. So it's important for you not to fear anything and move in the direction of your goals. Our next card talks about what you expect. And we have the card of Judgment. You expect for a rebirth at this time. You expect that wisdom that's inside of you to be enlightened. You expect at this time for your trueness to be able to shine, for you to and others to be able to see you for who you truly are. You expect for, you know, anything that caused you any weird worry, anything that caused you any fear, anything that caused you any doubt of yourself, anyone that doubted you, you at this time expect for them to see you for who you truly are. You expect to be, rebirthed in your higher self, your soul to come out and shine through, and not anyone feeling like they are weak, and not anyone, and yourself feeling like you are weak and feeling like, in despair. This is what you expect, and this is what you're going to have with this new change, Gemini. And our final card talks about what you're supposed to learn right now. We have the card of the Eight of Pentacles. You are supposed to learn on how to build your foundation. You are supposed to learn during these energies and these changes that you're going through how to build on your power, how to destroy anything that's causing you any doubt in yourself, anything that's causing in you any fear. You're supposed to learn how to build your foundation, how to be consistent with it. You are supposed to learn, that direction and what it takes to build a strong foundation and what it takes to consistently, continuously put in that hard work in and building on yourself at this time. So I'm going to pull out a clarifying deck, Gemini, just to go over this spread. And know right now within these energies, it's time for you to build on that of what you desire and build on, your higher self at this point, Gemini. And it's time for you to walk away from anything that is not serving you. And, look at it for what it is. And know that, if this situation isn't giving you the fulfillment that you need, it's time to walk away with the Eight of Cups. It's time to build on your trueness. And it's time to go towards what you are true to and not settle for anything that's not giving you the fulfillment that you need. So build on who you are right now. Build again on your trueness and destroy any situations that does not serve you any longer. Because right now, Gemini, you have the energies of the Ace of Pentacles, where you are always going to be rewarded for all that you do. So know that when it comes to your goals, know that when it comes to your dreams, that you are cherished and that you are protected. And at this time, you have a new opportunity to build your foundation even stronger with the Ace of Pentacles. It's time to destroy anything that's bringing you down, anything that is causing you any conflict. It's time to let those things go and change that situation leading into the year of 2020. So when it comes to what you're done with the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, yes, that conflict with the Five of Wands, it's time for you to refine that power inside of you and walk away and know not to entertain anything or anyone that's causing you any conflict. It's time for you to refine that power inside of you to know that anything that causes me conflict outside of myself or anything that causes me conflict inside of myself is a death to that situation. I'm not fucking with it. It's over with now, Let go and embrace new beginnings. That bullshit from the past, that conflict, the challenges, the changes, and things that cause you conflict inside of yourself and or outside of yourself. People that are conflicted outside and bringing that conflict and that bullshit to you, that is over and done with. And when it comes to, what's over, but what's still lingering on is that newfound love for yourself, that newfound love for your endeavors, that newfound love for your experiences, Gemini. And that's still lingering on, that new beginning, that beauty, fulfilling towards letting go and moving to something new. We have the card of the Queen of Cups. And it's important for you at this time, knowing that you are cherished and knowing that you are protected. It's important for you to trust in your knowing, and it's important to follow your heart. Be lighthearted, Gemini. Do the things that you love. Again, what you seek refuges during any trying times is that you are cherished. You are protected. No matter what the circumstances is, you are going to get through it. And when it comes to where you're heading with the Knight of Swords, you're headed to your greatness, Gemini. And you're headed to the end of anything that causes you these Ten of Swords. People, places, things that stabbed you, back to back, keep stabbing you in your back. And it's important for you to see the truth in the ending of situations and move forward towards your goals. You see the truth in it, and now it's time to turn any pain that these Ten of Swords has caused. It's time to turn it into power. And when it comes to what you expect with the Judgment at this time, Gemini, we have the card of Strength. So right now, Gemini, it is time for you to be reborn in who you truly are. It's time for you to let go of any feelings of doubt, fear, any feels of despair, any feels of worry about situations, people, places, and things, and be reborn into who you are, your true soul, your true spirit, and let that speak for you, Gemini, and find the strength in order to move on. So you are protected at this time. You are cherished, and you can deal with whatever comes your way because you have that newfound strength in yourself and that newfound strength in knowing at this time, Gemini, that no matter what, that you are cherished, that you are protected with these energies right now. And what you are to learn at this time is how to work on the things that's important to you. You are to learn to build on your qualities, build on your foundation, Build on building your foundation, your finances, building your home, having that stability, overcoming these challenges, and how? By getting to working on the things that you want. What you are supposed to learn as well, Gemini, is that you are a star and that you can have anything that you desire, and that you are that star. That star is inside of you. You are protected by the stars, the universe. And it's time for you to find peace in, let the peace within you, knowing who you are, knowing that you have the guidance from the universe, knowing that you have the guidance from your ancestors, your spirit, the spirit, that is going to guide you through anything and protect you through any trying times that we are experiencing. You are to learn that you are inspired and you are positive about the future. And it's time to work on your goals, work on your dreams. Know that you are protected and can't nothing stop you. Okay? So anything that causes you any conflict, that's done with. It's time to change that situation, change those people in your, that causes you in or out of conflict. And it's time for you to go towards what you are passionate about with no excuses and nothing allowing you to get in your way, or nothing stopping you or getting in your way, Gemini, because you have these beautiful energies, you have strength, and it's important for you to have that compassion, with yourself during this time. Have that compassion during situations, that you don't always have to be or use aggression to get what you need. Use that compassion and knowing that you can deal with whatever comes your way. And most importantly, knowing that you are cherished and knowing that you are protected. So, our final advice for you, Gemini, with these energies is that, ground yourself, clear your chakras. It's important for you at this time to have faith in yourself, faith in your spirit, faith in the guidance from your spirit, your ancestors, the universe. Most importantly, it's important to have faith in yourself with these changes that we're experiencing going into this new year. Conflict is dead. It's time to let that go. Anything that's causing you conflict, it's time to move away from it. That's done. That cycle is over. Let it go, Gemini, and go. Let that pain, let that conflict, let all of that turn into power. And our final advice is, at this time, it's about your foundation. It's about you being free within yourself, free within your culture. Your foundation and your achievements is mostly important. A stable home, a place that you can rest yourself, and knowing that you've achieved a lot and you will achieve more, when you go towards your goals, writing down your goals, setting that blueprint, setting the stages. So our final card of advice with the foundation and achievements. And this is a card of advice for your spirit right now, Gemini. And it states, that this card confirms that what you've been building is now firmly established with a strong and solid foundation. You deserve this, and it's time for you to harvest the rewards for your efforts. What you sowed, you now can reap. Be open to receive. As you work hard and have given so much, allow the universe to give a little back to you, for there has to be an even exchange of giving and receiving in order to prime the pump of gratitude and reinforce the law of attraction. Using a more traditional meaning of this tarot, this card represents a period for celebration, peace, and prosperity. It may also imply a marriage or the buying of land or a new home. As you enjoy this time of relaxation that you so deserve, know that nothing remains stagnant and that the winds of change are always at your door. So, we're in the stages of change, Gemini, and it's important to let go of anything causing you any inner or outer conflict when it comes to your career, when it comes to your family, when it comes to relationships. It's important for you to embrace that beautiful new emotional beginning that you have presently, with you. And it's important for you to trust in your knowing and follow your heart, especially knowing at this time that you are cherished and that you are protected. And it's important for you to go for what you know. Go for your goals and don't let nothing stop you, Gemini. And it's important for you to see the truth in what was and to go towards what will be at this time. Your soul is calling for you to shine. Your soul is calling for you to let it shine. And this is the time at this point, Gemini. Build your home, build your finances, build your stability. And, you're going into the new year, with that protection and being cherished and finding that peace within you. So, Gemini, I hope that this message helped. Again, this is Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. Please check the description box for any additional information. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you are so inclined. I hope to see you guys again. And Gemini, again, being cherished and being protected is what you find your power in, and move towards your goals. Let go of anything that's trying to cause that conflict and move again towards your goals. So peace, Gemini. Again, Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. I'll see you soon.